Though the birthday may be mine, the gift I give is to you. 5 classic games, favorites from my own personal collection. Let's unwrap the first.
Make no attempt to reload your device. You are now entering the Hellhole.
Alex Kidd in Miracle World. An evergreen favorite for Master System owners worldwide, Miracle World was a built-in title for various versions of the Sega console, which surpassed the NES in many regions. A currency system underpins the unique power-ups that separate Alex Kidd's adventures from his contemporaries. Sometimes pitted against Super Mario, the former Sega mascot actually owes inspiration to Dragon Ball and marches to the beat of his own drum, driving, punching, and jankin' pawning his way through land, sea, and air. It kind of had to happen. I've been looking for a reason, an opportunity to play this, and why not the gift of gaming on my birthday? A gift that I intend to share with each and every one of you. This is for the Americans, the Europeans who know it, the British, the Australians, the South Americans. I gotta think everywhere this game traveled, it must have been a perennial favorite for the fans, but I guess the Yanks, not quite as across it. I mean, comparable to what Mario was for NES territories, I guess. I presume Alex Kidd had success in Japan, but I don't really know that for sure. But this is a game sort of near and dear to my heart. It's not the first game I ever played. It's probably not the first game I owned. I would have had some cheesy, like, handheld electronic games, but ooh. This was my first console, which I shared with my childhood best bud Luke. He had a Master System 2, which is what I ended up getting. Of course, longtime fans know that the Master System 2 was released with Alex Kidd in Miracle World as a built-in game. That's how a lot of us experienced it. I don't really remember when it was that I actually got my own. It was like a Christmas gift with a whole lot of excitement. And I want to say that might have been 1990. It could be 91. 91 actually might make a bit more sense. Oh no, I missed the cash. So it doesn't really matter if you miss the money, but as a matter of personal pride, I like to try to get all the bucks. Because, of course, as you know, unlike Mario, Alex Kidd is going to the shops. He's gonna buy some stuff. It's one of the big points of difference. But is the comparison fair? I don't really know. It's been very intriguing in recent years to discover that this was kind of designed as a potential Dragon Ball game, and it crystallizes so much about the sort of monkey boy design of Alex Kidd. And, you know, we got like dinosaurs here flying around, big fists for big punching action. It's very early Dragon Ball. You can see it all sort of once you know. And I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, so it's kind of amusing that two of my longtime interests have kind of converged in that way. It's kind of maybe a little unsurprising that two things I like so much would synchronize like that. We're coming up to one of the fondly remembered interesting aspects of this first stage, and that's we transition straight into the water. I think I forget the timelines of everything, but I think I remember being a little bit disappointed when I was... Oh no. There's the death sound. Fans of the Hellhole will know the death sound well. I remember being a little bit disappointed when I became a bit more cognizant of this being similar to Super Mario's underwater levels. You know, there are some similarities to other things throughout this game. I often think of the Alex Kidd Miracle World ladders when I'm playing Mega Man. So I guess there's a bit of a Mega Man flourish as well. I don't know if you would you compare Alex himself to Mega Man, maybe? Big head, tiny body? Is that kind of a Mega Man? Is that a fair assessment of Mega Man's proportions? I'm not sure. No offense to the large-headed among us. I got a fair old noggin on me. Oh no! Ah! Well, that was a miscalculation. I forgot. I needed to get the ghost in the second question mark. I forgot, and then run away so it doesn't get me. Oh well. I mean, this is really just a sampler. This is a game that I almost certainly will come back to and play more seriously at some point. This is a sampler, part of my Hellhole birthday extravaganza. We're just kind of sampling 5 favorite games of mine. Chance to, you know, share a little bit of my gaming self with you. Maybe find common interests, but also maybe expose you to things that you don't know, because that's always kind of the fun of these things. If you want me to return to any of these games, certainly leave a comment. There's an interesting detail of the cache. I think you need something like 680, and then there's a continue code, which I did not know growing up, and I still don't know what the actual code is, but it's an interesting little detail that I've picked up more recently. It's fun. It's fun how these games keep sort of revealing new things to us over the years. It's not quite the compelling secrets of like Mortal Kombat revealing its last, you know, like hidden menus and things like that in the arcade machine, but it's a detail that I think a lot of Alex Kidd fans did not know, that you could continue when you die, because it's a game where you will die. I could have made it this far without dying. I'm gonna put that out there right now. It wasn't this hard. This is, of course, the famous boss style Jankin, aka rock, paper, scissors. It is the same, at least these initial runs. There's 2 rounds with each boss. Oh no, I don't remember. Is rock the first one? Yeah. So you can remember them. There's a later section where you will need to know what to do when, and there is a power-up that will let you read the minds of your jankin' opponents. I can't remember if this is right. Yeah. Man, that's pretty good for childhood memory. Grab the burger. Of course, this is the I guess European built-in version where Alex Kidd is chowing down on a big old burger. you would know, of course, that the Japanese version had a rice ball, or that's not really, they're triangles, they're not balls. I forget what it's called, oshigiri or something. I don't know. I've done no research here. I'm excited. It's my birthday. I'm diving straight in. How about we rekindle those old memories and try to do a little bit of high-level gaming here, because you can. Oh wow! Oh wow! Brutal, brutal. You can chip away at all of those balls and actually destroy these octopi. There's more than one, I believe. Maybe my controls are not in the best of shape right now. You gotta have good control. You're working on the edge. This keeps happening. It keeps happening. I'm drifting. You gotta really maintain that steady level and just work your way down. It does get easier once you get those first two, because you can hit the ground and then hold the ground, and that kind of stabilizes you. Should we go through again? How are we doing for time? Yeah. A little bit of a sampler. I had to come back to this. Game from 1986. I didn't play it then. I was much too young for that. But I did play it sort of, you know, like maybe 1990? I think is the first time I played it. With my buddy Luke, who certainly knew his way around the game. I don't know that I've ever actually completed this, so it's definitely one that I'd be interested in streaming here in the Hellhole. Make sure you follow and subscribe and do all those things, and definitely let me know if you want to see me take the challenge. I'm a little bit rusty, and my control is not in great shape. Or not in the best of shape, at least, but, you know, there's no reason we couldn't muscle through, and maybe I'll get some of the old skills back. Here we can at least demonstrate the thing that I realized at the end of the level. So this second question mark box, the first one is the power ring. If you hit the button on the console, you get to this menu. It's the pause button, I guess. And I could use that ring. A lot of neophyte players will go straight for the ring as soon as they get it. I like to save it. It's just how I roll. You can buy a ring at the store, which we already saw, but I usually think, you know, I don't really need it. I don't need it, so why? And so you can see your money, your lives, and your score and all that. But, yeah, so first question mark was the ring. The second one is a ghost, and if you clear this, so if we run away, get him off the screen, it despawns. Otherwise, it will chase you for quite a while, and it will kill you. You cannot fight that Grim Reaper-looking ghost. But by triggering that, we, at the end of the stage, instead of a ghost in the water, that third question mark, or fourth question mark, I think it might be, there'll be a 1-up. So that's the big change. You can see here a sad-looking skull on a pink square. If you run across that physically, you will spawn ghosts. You can get multiple ghosts, if I recall, so don't do that. The ghosts are really some of the worst enemies in the game, I guess, because there's nothing you can do. You just gotta run. They don't show up. They don't show up too often, but they do show up. There's a ghost in the volcano stage, which is, I don't know, is that stage 5 or thereabouts? And I think there's ghosts in the castles, maybe both of them. Is there only 2? Is there a third castle? It's been a long time, man. I don't remember. And so I'm a little fuzzy on the end of the game. Somewhere towards the end, there's like another water section and a stone tablet, and I think you need to know a code or something. I remember my friend Alex had, sorry, not Alex, Luke. My friend Luke. Have I been getting that wrong? My friend Luke, who had this game when I was a kid, sort of exposed me to it the first time. He had like a piece of cardboard with the code written down. And I think maybe even some of the Janken inputs, which I believe he did with his, I don't know if she was an aunt or a family friend, Sandy. Man, those are some memories. Digging up the old memories for my birthday. We should probably move on to the next game. This is, like I said, this is just a sampler. It's fun to dig in, and I will definitely come back to this at some point. You can use this, you don't really need to. Oh no, I Well, you gotta be careful of that, because you can't scroll left again. Which means I lost those squares. I don't know if that could affect my 1-up. I think it might. I don't know. Actually, I'm forgetting the details now, because there's a question mark there. Is that the 1-up, or is there a second 1-up if you've done it right? Gee, it's a long time. Look at this crazy chomping giant piranha, I guess? I don't know what it is. Isn't there something like that in Mario Brothers? It's a little disappointing when you... Hey, there you go. There's a 1-up. Maybe I could have got another one if I got the other thing. I can't remember. There might have been a ring in that one. Let's wrap this up. We'll come back and we'll play some more games. It's the Hellhole Mick Lucifer Birthday Extravaganza. Don't go anywhere. Double Dragon. A unique adaptation of Technos' sensational belt-scrolling beat-em-up gave Master System players a home version replete with vibrant colors, swarms of enemies, and the two-player co-op mode fans expected from the arcades. Double Dragon arguably begins Sega's association with superior ports of major arcade fighting games, preceding vital successes with the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat series a generation before the 16-bit Mega Drive and Genesis. Moving on to another old favorite from the Sega Master System catalog, Double Dragon. You probably think you know Double Dragon, but do you know the Master System version of Double Dragon? It is unique, and it was a real favorite growing up. It has a few different sort of advantages over other versions. I believe the two-player capability is unique. Have not played this in a long time. Could be in store to get my ass kicked. We're gonna find out. Jump, spin, and kick. Look at these punks. Yeah. This is the good stuff right here. Pink-haired mohawk punks. This is what I'm all about. These controls are a little bit stiff, I gotta tell you, but yeah. Headbutt, headbutt, headbutt. Probably shouldn't. The fly kick, the ultimate move. We all know that. Jeez. My controls are a little bit rough, and I'm so out of practice, but love this game. This is another sort of classic game. So I think the copyright on this one was 88. You see that? It predates, Street Fighter 2. It's right behind the first Street Fighter. Of course, based on the arcade classic Double Dragon. And I think a lot of people will know the NES games. I certainly had friends growing up who had maybe Double Dragon 2 or 3 on NES. But me being a Master System kid, I was very happy to play this one. We got the whip. Let's do some damage. You don't need to have the whip, but it's fun. Of course, if you're playing 2 players, the whip's reach can be a little tricky. Hey, it's a Bobo! Check him out. Big and mean. I'm gonna need to get my fly kicks under control here because this guy will mess me up. You see the health in the top left of your screen. I'm in trouble. I'm getting my butt kicked right about now. Let's try to get both of these maybe at once. Wow, I used to be so much better at this game. It's not the years, it's the mileage. There goes a Bobo. Took care of him. Somewhere in the game later on there is a green Bobo with like the blue pants. Which I of course loved to imagine was the Incredible Hulk. Being a childhood miscreant of the comic book kind. Love comics. Was probably reading some comics when I got this. We got a barrel. Can we get it? The barrels I was never as fond of as the whip. The whip was the premium weapon. That's what we'd say in the schoolyard. Being whipped was a good thing back then. I guess not if you were on the receiving end, but still. Here we go. Oh, it's super double tough Abobo. Boss Abobo, mean Abobo. Darker textures, different boots. Try not to get too close and get clobbered. Wouldn't it be something if we could make the second stage here on the first run? Wouldn't that be a birthday extravaganza miracle? I got punched in the back of the head. That guy. That guy looks like he's got freckles or something in that little palette swap. They change him up. They change him up a little bit, try to create some variation. It's a very simple game, you know, the enemies are repeating. Hey, there we go, we got him. Is that it? Yeah, I gotta deal with this guy too. I think this guy tries to leave, but you can punk him out before he gets away. Hey, first stage clear! That's not bad. You know, that could be a lot worse. Check this out. We're in like the urban industrial environment now. This is some sweet late 80s action. This takes me back to fond childhood memories. I think this game and like movies and other games and comics probably created some unrealistic fears in my mind as a child of gangs roaming the streets. Although, you know, there were places near my neighborhood that were probably not the safest for a small child. I certainly was not wandering around on my own. I was almost certainly trying to do these fly kicks and succeeding, quite frankly. I could pull that off. I could still do that. Come on. Should I do that? Probably not. Never directed at anyone. I was a responsible child. There was some roughhousing, sure, but I wasn't fly kicking anyone. I did accidentally kick a kid in the face once during a football game. Soccer game, that is. And I probably should have been reprimanded more severely than I was, because it was reckless. He was going for a header, I went for a kick. Let's not dwell on it, let's move on. You gotta use your fly kick to jump. Platforming in Double Dragon is never really a very good time. There's some dynamite, I don't need it. I think the NES games are worse for the platforming though. They keep it pretty simple in the Master System game. I think the NES sequels are probably worse too, if I remember. I do have I think Double Dragon 2 for NES, so that's something we could check out sometime. Again, this is like a game that I will almost certainly revisit, maybe try to beat. I did learn the infinite lives trick or whatever, or the continues trick for the last stage, because it's got a touch of the Ninja Gaidens where you get to the end and then you no longer get lives or continues. I think it's infinite. Is it infinite continues until then? I forget. It's unusual to have infinite continues, I feel like, in a Sega game. NES hard? I think not. Sega hard. You gotta do it first run. You get limited continues. Usually like 3 continues. We got one here? Okay. Grab the Sega box. Unique weapons, how about that? Pretty good. Can I get some punches in? Try to mix it up a little. There's no RPG elements in this version. I forget. Is that Double Dragon 2 on NES adds like scaling move impacts and things, some light RPG stattery. It's just punch and kick. You gotta master your skills. Punch and kick. Separate buttons for both, which is nice. Directional controls, which way you do it. Don't fall off the edge there, you can, so don't. That's my tip. That's my pro tip. This is a great game. I love this game. I love this game. It's been so long since I played this, so what a birthday delight. An absolute gift to myself, and maybe a treat for you, particularly if you don't know this version. Even if you know Double Dragon, you might not know the Master System version. Although I feel like we're in like a bit of a Master System renaissance lately. I feel like people are digging into it. They're streaming. They're using their ROMs. Those dirty rats. I'm playing on the cartridge. The cartridge I got all those many years ago. It came with the console, I believe. So 1990, maybe 91. I'm not sure. Maybe 91. I guess 92 is not out of the question now that I think about it. But yeah, I got a Master System 2, and it came with 2 controls and Double Dragon, so that was really exciting. Used to play a lot with my father. We would inevitably reach the point where I started whipping my father, and that was a great source of fun, but not realizing that at the end of the game you actually do have to fight each other. I don't think we ever successfully made it quite that far. It's like the very end game. I think I did years later achieve that with my friend Shane, sort of high school age. We came back to it, so it's been about that long since I played it, maybe like 98. That's not bad. We probably were playing it on the 10th anniversary and didn't even know. Man, just those familiar gaming memories. Hey, he blew himself up. You gotta like that. There's something... is there a weird, like, alternate path that brings... I can't remember if you do it on this stage or you come out on this stage. Gee, that's a foggy memory. Yeah, not sure about that one. Might have to check my guides or go on Game Facts, Game FAQs. I still use that site. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, look, you're playing an old game, you want to know a cheat, or maybe you get stuck on something. Game FAQs is still there for you. Whatever damage has been done, it hasn't taken away the walkthroughs and the cheat sections. Of course, I've done no research on this. I've not refreshed my memory. I'm just coming back, part of the sampler. Again, if you think I should be playing more Double Dragon at some stage, I could do a committed playthrough. We're making some progress. I don't know how much more of the game there is after this, but I think if I tried to make a serious run through the whole game, might be having a little bit more difficulty than this. I think I could always pretty reliably get to here, get through this stage maybe, and then things start to get a little bit trickier. My controls seem to be loosening up maybe a little bit, and I'm just getting into the rhythm, and I'm adapting to the control. That's the kind of player I like to be. I like to just kind of meet the game on its terms, meet the controls on their terms. I don't tend to change too many settings, which is maybe something I need to look at from time to time. Maybe my Rocket League would be going a little bit better if I'd examine those settings a bit more closely. I don't really know about that. Feel free to clue me in where appropriate. Right now, we're in the simple ages, though. Double Dragon. No controls to change. Hey, drop the bat, punk! Baseball bats, whips. Baseball bat's a classic. You gotta have a baseball bat and a scrolling beat 'em up. Are we gonna go down the road of belt scrollers again? Oh, the bat's gone. Damn. Thought I could grab it. Let's not debate belt scrollers. I like to call them scrolling beat 'em ups because I do still subscribe to the contemporary description, at least in this market, that like a Street Fighter 2 is a beat 'em up. This is a scrolling beat 'em up. I'm never gonna waver from that. That's just how I feel, man. More Bobo. This guy's trouble. Look at that. I like that you get the anticipation of that guy perching up there. Now I forget, I think the bridge blows out. Is this guy gonna blow it? Oh no, there's a gap. There's a gap. Right. Of course there's a gap. Platforming. Is there something to do with the water here? Like you can drop into the water and it takes you to a secret. Vague memories. Very vague memories. And then I think it spits you out somewhere a little bit later in this stage. I don't really remember. I'm not going to dive in. We'll save that for the full playthrough. I'll find out and then I'll do it for realsies. Can we mess this guy up? Yeah. Ah, you punks. You damn dirty punks. I forget, is that guy Roper? There's some Enter the Dragon references in this game. I think she's Linda. Which, I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's a reference. What was Bruce Lee's wife's name? Maybe that was it Linda Lee? Maybe that's the reference. I can't remember. But there's a Roper and, oh, what do you call him? The Jim Kelly character. Williams. There's a Williams as well. Good fun. We'll probably wind it up soon. Punch this guy in the face a bit. There's some subtle, like if you just tap forward, you do the headbutt, which is something I'm triggering by mistake sometimes. If you don't have a direction, you do the spinning back kick, jump spinning back kick. If you have a direction, you do the fly kick. You gotta press both buttons for those. There's some slight nuance to these controls. There is the... I think there's like different kicks and things. I'm a little rusty. Turn around, you punk. This is where it gets, the controls become a little bit of an issue when I gotta change directions and hit multiple buttons. We did it. We got a Boba. I think you see the screen sort of scroll up and there's like rocks at the bottom. I think we can now drop off the stage, so watch out for that, kids. How we doing? What do you reckon? Have we traveled far enough? Is it time to move on? I'm unwrapping 5 favorites. Yeah, let's keep this train going. This is Double Dragon, definitely a game I want to come back to. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do that sooner than later. There's the poll. Street Fighter 2. Surpassing the original Street Fighter in every conceivable way, Street Fighter 2 was a revolutionary step forward for the fledgling franchise and arcade fighting games in general. The World Warriors revitalized the coin-op industry with large sprites that vividly portrayed characters whose every move and action told a story of who they are. This attention to detail cemented Capcom as a standard bearer, even before later releases further enhanced the SF2 experience. The game that started it all, way back in 1991, Street Fighter 2, an absolute arcade legend. This is straight Street Fighter 2, the World Warrior arcade collection version. Let's get into it. This is as good as they get as far as I'm concerned. You've seen me lately in Street Fighter 6 playing that in the Hellhole, and it wouldn't be a birthday bash without going back to really one of the most important games for me of all time. Nice that we're going up against Dhalsim. Dhalsim was the first character I ever defeated Street Fighter 2 with. I've since become, obviously, a bit more of a Ken guy. Nicely done. Look at these backgrounds, these character sprites, the animations, the play styles. It's all here. You know, it's a massive upgrade, as we all know, from the first Street Fighter, which I did not play. But, man, when Street Fighter 2 found its way into the arcades and delis and even supermarkets. I remember being in a supermarket and just hearing like Hadouken, Hadouken, and just being delighted, energized by the whole thing. I was pretty much an immediate fan of Street Fighter 2. I don't know what it is about Street Fighter, about fighting games. They speak to my soul somehow. My father likes to mention that when I was a little baby, I think maybe just after I was born or very early, he was watching the Sonny Chiba Street Fighter movie while I was just sort of hanging out on his chest, and maybe there's something to that. Maybe it's some of my earliest memories of the martial arts. I don't know. I think this is such a great game. It's the first game that I played, like stayed up all night playing. I was at a family friend's, you know those family friends you call uncle? Ooh, Chun-Li took care of me. So, yeah, I played it on a PC or whatever. I don't know what it would have been. I don't know what version that was, but up all night just trying to beat it, and I beat it with Dulcim. It was kind of an early gaming memory, and it's a joy to come back to it as part of the Hellhole birthday extravaganza. We gotta get another win. We gotta get at least one more. Come on. I don't think I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna be beating it. This is a sample of another great game. It's one that I could come back to, but there's so many other versions of Street Fighter that I'd love to play. Street Fighter Alpha 3 is one of my favorites. Street Fighter 4 and its various versions were games that I was thinking about. Very, very good games. I'm enjoying Street Fighter 6. I definitely need to get back to that. I kind of, I've lapsed a little. There's a lot going on. Let's not dwell on that though, because we're here to enjoy the gift of great games on my birthday. Give myself the gift of playing, and you the gift of experiencing. I would presume most of us have played Street Fighter 2 by now. Most gamers have experienced it in some form, even if it's like a port of a console version. The Super Nintendo version's been in the mix with mini consoles and re-releases. It might even be on the Switch online. I'm not sure, but the collection obviously gave a lot of people a chance to play. Oh God, what a suplex! Zangief is one of the old favorites. I mean, all these characters are just like legendary favorites, and I love what they're doing with them in Street Fighter 6, where the legends that we grew up with are advancing to sort of the senior status. So many of these fighting games, they go to like extraneous lengths to establish like these legendary figures in the backstory. Goken and characters like that. And now we sort of, as these games have aged and time has marched on, we have the opportunity to experience these legends being formed in real time. Like Ryu is the new legendary sort of master. And I like that. I think that's a good... I think it's... you don't want to advance too far, because I would hate to lose these characters, and I don't know that any of the replacements have been sufficient. Alex or Abel and characters like that, Luke, they're not really picking up the slack from these guys, but they're good additions, and I really like the way everything is evolving and all that, but it's great to come back to this, to the classics. I can't believe I got chumped. Let's go... Oh, that's not right. I am playing on the 30th Anniversary Collection, if you're curious. So I think this is about as arcade accurate as you get. See if we can do some damage here. I don't know. I'm not trying to beat the whole game in one sitting. Could I do that? I don't know. I don't know if I've got it in me anymore. Maybe that's something we could try if you want to see me sit down and play Street Fighter 2. I was thinking about doing the turbo hyper fighting just for the speed, although this feels pretty good. I'm just now noticing. So I don't know, is this enhanced or what? My recollection of Street Fighter 2 is that it's a bit more sluggish than this, so I don't know if I'm just thinking of like home versions or something, or if this, if this is what the arcade game really was like. I mean, we didn't notice it back then. I don't remember thinking of Street Fighter 2 as a slow game, even though obviously like hacks, the Rainbow Edition and things in the lore like that obviously unlocked much faster versions and led to turbo hyper fighting. And I think that was a good thing, like, yeah, make it faster, but this doesn't feel slow at all. I wonder if this is arcade accurate, or was it tweaked? Tweaked for the collection, for the kids. Uh-oh. No. He's laughing, he's having a good time. We still in this thing? Cheap, man. Cheap. Blocks. My inputs aren't feeling as crisp as I'd like. god, I'm getting jumped. He's blocking everything. Is that it? I'm done? Man, pile driver. Powerful stuff. You think I can get past this goon?
9, 8, 7.
Let's get in there, Ken. Yeah, stick with Ken. That fateful night when I stayed up playing, I remember the craziest glitch happening where, like, when I was fighting Claw, let's say Vega, but Claw, for clarity, the background was just, like, glitched out. The graphics just went crazy, so the cage, like, I think the cage turned into just this storm of pixels. It was nuts, and I've always kind of thought of that as, like, a weird... It was weirdly appealing, and I think it helped not understanding at the time what was going on. I think at the time I wasn't even sure that it wasn't supposed to happen. You know, I thought it was just, you know, something crazy happening in a Street Fighter game, but it's kind of more Bison style, I guess. Dictator. I'm in some trouble here. Man, he keeps just laying those hands on me. I can't get my Hadokens off. My inputs are failing me.
You lose. Round 3. Fight. Hadouken! Hadouken!
Man, the reach on that drop kick is huge. He's jumping my fireballs, he's blocking everything I've got. I can't get a throw in to save my life, literally. Oh, there you go. That worked. Ah, come on, man. Those drop kicks are killing me, Jerry. Is this really where it ends? Surely not. Surely not.
Round 1. Fight.
Tornado clothesline, just making a chump out of me. Nice to get that one. Ooh. Man, what's going on? That dizzy was way too quick. Have I got some sort of, like... I've got to have a toggle going or something that's speeding the game up, because this is too crisp. Everything's moving way too fast. Does Zangief just not get dazed, or is this feels like it's sped up? What's going on? What is going on here, man? Getting my ass kicked. Okay, that time he stayed dizzy. Not that I could do much about it. Oh, come on.
You lose. Round 3. Fight. Hadouken!
Bullshit, man. Come on. Come on.
You win.
I know I'm not a high-level player, but come on. We gotta beat Zangief. Hey, bonus. Get off, come on. Man, I haven't done this in I don't know how long. Turn around. Fair enough. Ooh. The martial arts brothers, the rivals. Let's do this. Who is the true martial artist? I like the Street Fighter 3 era moment when Ken becomes the true martial artist before Ryu. It's kind of interesting. It was just, you know, subverts expectations. Obviously Ryu was destined to surpass him. Who knew that Ken would become a divorced dirtbag? Not me. This could be it. We can always take a serious run at this game another time. Wow, look at that. How's that for a birthday demolition? Not bad.
Round 3, fight!
Come on. Well, I'm not sure about that. We're riding this one as far as it'll go. The birthday coin taking us deep into the arcade. Let's see how far it'll go. Japan! Let's do this. Everybody who played Street Fighter 2 loves that map. We all say those countries that way. Geography class. One great big Street Fighter giggle-thon. Here's the bathhouse I was talking about when I was playing Street Fighter 6. I was speculating that maybe the rubber ducky was a good gift for Honda, because here we are, we're in the bathhouse. I love the animation in the background is so simple, but it's just special. So much of this game is just like, man, they were on their game. They did a good job. Everything mattered. Everything is tended to with care and thought. I love this game. It's great to come back to it, and it had to be part of the birthday extravaganza. Maybe we'll play a full run another time. Better luck next time, Ken. Bust a Groove. Long before plastic guitars and drum sets defined the rhythm gaming genre, players settled their scores with the power of dance. Following the breakout success of Parappa the Rapper, Bust a Groove combined various music and subculture scenes into a single, stylish battle for dance floor supremacy. With catchy tunes and larger-than-life characters, it was the dancing man's fighting game, but arrived outside of Japan with a variety of compromising edits, including a name change from the appropriate but potentially confusing Bust a Move. Alrighty, we gotta have some song and dance if we're gonna have a party here. It's the Hellhole Mick Lucifer birthday extravaganza. We gotta bust a groove, of course. Get ready for the big intro. Look at this. Thrilling. Wow, explosions, flashing lights. disco dancers. They don't make them like this anymore. Forget about Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all that crap. The rhythm game sensation is happening here. This isn't even the first of them. Obviously, this followed like Parappa the Rapper, but Buster Groove is one of those games that I keep coming back to when I think about like that period of sort of thrilling, grand variety and all the different genres and styles that were on the PlayStation. I'm reluctant to say this is part of the PlayStation cool that I often refer to, but it kind of is. It kind of is. I'm just gonna check the settings here. I'm gonna go easy mode because there seems to be some input lag on this situation here. I'm not playing on the old CRT. I should have done this earlier, but we had to get the intro in, so let's go. Let's see if we can do a little bit of damage. It's not the kind of game you want to have input lag in, I'll tell you that much, but, you know, we're just having some fun. Here we go. We got Heat, Frida, Strike, Ham, Kelly, Shorty, Hero, Pinky, Gasso, and Kitty Ann. I'm gonna go Kitty Ann because she's a sexy cat lady. Why not? It's my birthday. Is that a little dodgy? Maybe a little.
Kitty N versus
Hit him! Hit him!
old school.
What a special one to start with too. I dig this. The 90s, man. The 60s, the 70s we're in. Disco's in. I gotta focus up here. We got input lag. Oh my god. Oh, you son of a bitch. I got this down before, input lag and all, and now I'm just disconnected. Shite. Damn it. Come on. Get real, man. Damn it. Oh, the birthday miracle pulls it out. Man, that input lag is it's just tricky. This game isn't usually that hard, I don't think. And like, to my memory, I was across it.
Versus Kelly.
Kelly! It's kind of like a baby spice thing going on here. It's a little bit weird. Sexy babies. I don't know about that. Shit. Oh, that is so frustrating. I don't I don't think the timing is that off. I don't know. Concentrating. Oh, that was close. It was close. Yeah, there's an input lag, so I gotta go a little bit earlier to compensate.
Kitty in.
I'm managing. I don't know. This isn't quite the birthday dance-a-thon, you know, like fun time that I was expecting. I really got to focus because I'm losing track of when it's my turn, and I'm trying to anticipate. It's a whole thing. Wow, this one's fast. That's going to be a problem. This is brutal, man. It had to speed up. And then when I get thrown off, I keep losing track of where I am. I don't know, let's not make excuses. It's my birthday, I can do whatever the hell I want. If I want to suck at Bust a Groove, I'm gonna do it. It's got kind of, I don't know, interesting, like, Gasso, not the coolest name. Is that a Japanese concern? Who made this game? Kind of looks like a little kid. It's kind of weird. It's like a cyborg little kid, shades of Cabal. Mortal Kombat references coming in thick and fast. Oh god, this is killing me. I really just wanted to get Bust a Groove in the mix because this is a game that I keep referencing. It's like, it's one of those games that, like, were part of a time in the PlayStation catalog when you had this tremendous variety of genres, of styles, and things were colorful and they were fun. The music in this game is pretty good. I like Kitty N's song is one of the better ones, Flying to Your Soul. I like Robo Z. Capoeira's in there, sort of like a calypso thing. Thought I had it for a second. I had it and then I lost it. You can do attacks. Throw one of those out. I lost it, man. I mean, part of it is I am slipping out of sync. You gotta do better than your opponent. Camera swings to you, the focus goes to you, like it would in the disco. Distractions plenty. That's Bust a Groove. Not the best way to show it off, but a good game. Really cool. Great artifact of the PlayStation era. Maybe we'll be able to get back to that sometime. Maybe if I trained up, I can deal with that slight input lag. And I just got to get my head back into the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, let's move on. NBA Jam. Licensed sports games typically strive for realistic simulation, but NBA Jam took the world's premier basketball league at the peak of its characterful zenith and cranked it up to 11. The result was one of the greatest basketball games of all time, matching the bombastic attitude of the era with an over-the-top 2-on-2 dunking distillation. Top player likenesses rooted in the sport of the day, but fast arcade gameplay and that announcer transcend time and space. A true classic. Another old favorite in the pantheon of games that I played in the 90s. This was one of the big ones. What a thrill to be back. Let's go head to head. Yeah, why not? Let's do it old school. Wow. Are these old stats? I don't know what's going on, man. I've defeated those teams? I don't remember doing that. I did that 20 years ago. What are you talking about? So I was a big, NBA fan at the time. Oh, so many of these players. Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin. What was Manning's name? Can't remember, man. Harper, I don't know. James Worthy, what a legend. Divac, Dan Marley. What Johnson is that? Man, it's been so long. Clyde Drexler, always liked him. Detlef Shrimp. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp's gold. Whatever, Kings, nobody cares. I don't know about the Mavericks. Who wants to sex Mutombo? Hakeem Olajuwon, always a favorite. Sometimes Hakeem, sometimes Akeem. Person. David Robinson, always thought he was pretty good. Sean Elliott, that's a good combo. I used to always play as Karl Malone and John Stockton. I think I had in my mind that having a tall guy and a short guy, I had a dunker. Malone's got the top dunks. The mailman. And John Stockton's across everything else. He had speed and three-pointers. So I always thought maybe Utah was a good team to play. Dominic Wilkins, absolute favorite of the times. Love those dunks. I mean, here's the early 90s mega dream team. Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning. Everybody loves that. I mean, this tells you when it is too, because this is when everyone likes the Hornets. They used to suck. Of course, everyone's disappointed. The Bulls. Scottie Pippen, awesome. Love Pippen. Horace Grant over Jordan. Obviously not what everyone wants. Jordan didn't want to play ball. Fair enough. Some good teams. Thomas is good. Reggie Miller. Most teams had their star player. I don't know if they're all their best combinations, but they're pretty good. Patrick Ewing. Taking me back. Harold Miner, he became a minor sensation shortly after this game. I don't know why. Between like my circle of friends, and we were really into like NBA trading cards, we would watch like a featured game on the weekend. We didn't get like a lot of NBA here. But Harold Miner became like a cult sensation. I guess I'm gonna do it the way I used to. Although I've since become aware of some sketchiness on the part of Karl Malone and John Stockton. I think Stockton's gone off the rails. I'm trying to do the cheat for Infinite Turbo. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. We got it. We got Infinite Turbo. What are the controls? I don't even remember. How do I turbo? There you go. Wow. It's a bad start for Utah. Oh, come on, mailman. You gotta deliver those. Get in there. Why am I shooting through three with Malone? Who cares? It worked. Get in there. We're in this. We're still in this. Hey, there it is. He said the thing. Unbelievable. Hey. Playing for it. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Stockton comes good. The tiny white man. Get in there, Malone. Ah, 10 D's nuts. I got your tenders right here.
He's heating up.
Come on, get the rebound.
Jams it in.
Yeah. Come on. Get it. Get it. Ah, take the shot, man. 1 point lead at the first quarter. Looking good. Yeah, man. Sure. Thanks, coach. They tell me the NBA is like restructuring things. They're trying out new rules. This is going to be an interesting time capsule. See if they stick with it. Stockton coming good. Nope. I'm intrigued by the idea of... They're calling it the in-season tournament, or so they tell me. I'm getting all this from friends in the chat. Barack MK and Shinox. They tell me there's like an in-season tournament and all that kind of stuff. That's interesting. I love tournaments. You know, that's great. But you'd think they would maybe detach it from the season. It's all interesting. I should be thinking less about the now and more maybe about the then, because I loved playing this game back then, and I played basketball for school team, which was fun. I was getting trading cards, all that good stuff. Good times. Oh no. Conceding our lead. Come on, Stockton, take the shot. Yeah, there you go. My favorite time of NBA is like late 80s, early 90s. And of course, like the Bulls years were good.
He's heating
Oh
up.
my god, Stockton with the dunk. What am I doing?
Rejected.
I don't know that I had like a favorite team. I guess, you know, like the Bulls were probably it. I liked the Lakers and the Celtics. I mean, it was a little bit of, yeah, it's like whoever's doing well. There's a bit of that going on. I was very young, and also it was hard to reliably see a lot of games. I like the Sonics. I remember taping, I think it was, I can't remember who it was, the Sonics and maybe Indiana or someone. I recorded a game because I wasn't able to be at home. Wow! Big three-pointer. Scores are tied at halftime. Don't they know it's my birthday? Here we go, halftime report. Look at this! Whoa! Sega Mega Drive delivering sick highlights. Scottie Pippen dunking with those flashy animated GIF graphics. How we doing? We're getting... I mean, clearly Karl Malone is carrying the team with 18 points. Weatherspoon we gotta shut down. Reese Weatherspoon, he'd be a decent player at the time.
For two.
Come on. It's a big dunk. Yeah. That's what we like. Ooh, threatening. Threatening. Depth perception always a little tricky on this one, I find. I don't know where I am. I gotta use the shadows. I used to rent different basketball games. There was the championship series games with like Portland, Chicago, or somebody, and all those combinations. Never quite enjoyed them as much as NBA Jam. Hey, we're good. Oh, come on. Yeah, boy.
For two. Grabs the rebound.
Get good, Stockton.
He's heating up. Ugly shot. Yeah.
Ugly shot, and he scores the three. Come on. Get real. I don't know that we're going to be on fire in this one. I'm a little rusty. It's been a long time.
Ugly shot. No good. Rejected.
Hey, rejected.
No good.
Get the ball, man. What's Stockton doing? Shut your mouth, Stockton, and get the ball. Oh, this is bad. Utah are in disarray. The Jazz. Take the shot, man. 1 point lead back at the third quarter. We gotta close this out. Come on. Drone control. Yeah, you can control the drone. I've been doing that a little bit. Get the pass, get a shot in. I mean, I wanted to use Stockton's three-point skills where I can. Oh, no. What are you doing, you little man?
Grabs the rebound. Yeah. Boom, shakalaka.
Oh, we're trailing. We need a birthday miracle.
Jams it in.
Let's make it elementary. Defense is just stinking the joint up.
Rejected.
Okay. Ah, Stockton, you dickhead!
He's heating up.
I love that sound of the ball like coming off the rim.
From downtown.
Some cartoon-ass spring sound. Man, they are just making us look like chumps. Ugh.
Yeah.
We need a 3 from Stockton. Get those scores even. Even numbers, not even scores.
Wide open. Swish.
Yeah, there you go. We're a goal clear. We got a nice round number. I was learning math when I played this game.
Up a flip.
Nice and safe. Come on, defense! Defense! Oh, they are killing us with those 3s.
Jams it in.
Time's gonna be an issue now. Oh, gee. Defense! Defense! Oh, no!
Puts the
What are you doing, you idiot? We need a 3! Overtime for my birthday. Oh my goodness, it's a birthday extravaganza. Miracle. Get your head in the game, Stockton. Get your head out of your ass.
jams
Let's just keep it clean. Get the lead, make them work for it.
Head fake.
Yeah, prevent the 3,
Head fake.
if possible. Shot clock. Okay. I like the pressure. We got some good pressure here. Maintain it. Come on, defense. Shut him down, Stockton.
Grabs the rebound. Yeah.
Ooh, now we're playing, now we're playing. Stop those 3s. Oh ho 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 ho.
Reject.
Oh no. Don't get cocky. Shut him down, Stockton.
Grabs the rebound. Oh,
Whoa, the tiny man with the twirling dunk. I love this game. I mean, forget your NBA Live or whatever. This is where it's at. This is where it will always be. This is my favorite version. I never got in the tournament edition. I think I wasn't as keen on some of the player lineups and things like that. I did nearly enter a tournament of Blockbuster, but it didn't come through. Out of my face, man. Oh, this makes me nervous. The mailman delivers reliably. Let's not think about his personal life too much. These 3s are killing me. Can we... Oh man. Flat-footed. It had to go in. Could have eaten up some of the clock. Are these chumps going for another 3? Not only going for it, they're getting it. We can eat up the clock though. Oh no! Oh no! A 1-point win! It was all there to play for. The Hellhole Mick Lucifer Birthday Extravaganza playoff ends in victory. 1-point win. Wow. What a way to go. I love NBA. It's nice to be back playing some NBA Jam. This is another one of those games where like I could probably play this again sometime soon, I think. If you think that's a good idea, drop a comment. Maybe we'll dig out an old vintage jersey from the 90s. Really cosplay it up. I don't know. Good game. Good game.
So concludes another Hellhole Mick Lucifer Birthday Extravaganza. I want to thank you all for joining me. Good day! It's pretty good. It's a tasty cake.